Hello everyone. Um, this is my first YouTube blog, and I'm here to share my knowledge on business analyst and software manual and automation testings. Manual as in database testings, unit testings, and API testings, and in the integration tool which is Lobster, widely used in European organizations. So to start with, I will first start with the business analysis. I will be doing all the sharing based on my experience. This is not only, it would be more of the organizational experiences more than the bookish experiences, so that it can help you with grabbing new job offers. So, to start with, I will welcome each one of you who have come to my channel and have and is trying to gain some knowledge from here. So, I welcome each one of you. Okay, to start with, first we will discuss about what is the business analysis. So, based on what is you can each one of you can find on internet is the practice of enabling changes in organization by defining the needs and recommending solutions that deliver value to the stakeholders. Okay, so this definition doesn't go easy to everybody because it's not a very well understood definition for any from the layman perspective. So if we discuss about it from the if I give you a view of it from scratch, it basically means that enabling the change. What is a change? Changes, for example, if you are having an organization or you are part of an organization which thinks that we need to enhance our services, we need to build something new because changes are happening everywhere because there's a lot of competition around. In any of the business there is a lot of competition, so everybody wants to be very up to date. So new changes are being implemented in organization. So when that thing is done, we need to find the solutions to them. We need to completely understand what is the need for the change, and so that the best can be delivered to the stakeholders. Now, who are the stakeholders? Stakeholders are the people who have that requirement that yes, we should be building all this. Who are the people? They are the people who are going to invest in that business if that is being done. So what if I am running a business and I say I want to build XYZ? So I'm a stakeholder for that business, and if I'm going to somebody that can you help me with that, that is the organization that is going to help me. And in between, who is going to actually be a bridge between me and the organization who is going to do that would be the business analyst. So that also is definitely a person. Maybe if I'm it's a third party I'm going to, so maybe the person in between that organization, or if it's an internal thing within the organization, then the person within the organization would be a bridge between the team who is going to build and me who is going to provide them with what I want. So that is what is the business analysis, that to understand what are the needs and what is the solution that we can provide. So now the thing comes is that why we need business analyst. Okay, so to give you a better picture on this, I will just share with you. Previously, this is the failure rate of the projects in the industry as per the standards that we had. So, because the requirements were not complete, sometimes stakeholders are not aware that what all they want. So, because of them, what happens is when a project is delivered, they realize that no, we wanted more than this. So, what happens is it's a failure. We need to actually redo the project. So, it leads to the failure of the existing thing that we have done. So that was 13% in the projects that was happening globally. Then second was the lack of the user involvement. Sometimes you are not able to involve people so easily into the projects. So because sometimes people are very reluctant, or they are say, okay, we'll do it. So that thing, to make people more enthusiastic that they should be part of a project, that is something that a BA can do. So that was also something happening, because of which the projects were never started, or they were in between, they were put on hold. That was the 12% that led to the failure of such kind of projects. Lack of resources, you do not have the resources who are actually going to provide you the exact thing that is required. So what happens, you end up doing something wrong, and that led to 10% of the failures that were happening globally, because of lack of good and the efficient resources. Unrealistic expectations, as in, if you have three lines and the business says you that I want you to intersect these three lines, which cannot happen. Three lines which are running in parallel, they can never intersect. So you this is a kind of requirement coming, and there is nobody who is going to say no to the business. So what happens is, project stops. So that is 9.90, such kind of issues led to the failures of the projects. Changing requirements every day, the requirements change, because business is not sure that what exactly they want. So because requirements are changing every day, it led to the failure. So that was 11.80%. So total, it turns out to be around more than 50%, which is like 56%. 56% of the total projects used to fail because of XY reasons, and these are the XYZ reasons that were the reason for this. So to manage this thing, what came into picture was the business analyst role. So that we want something, so that who can be a bridge for all these kind of problems. So that is why we had the role of the business analyst. So okay, so expectations versus reality. So why I'm telling you is, uh, what happens is, in a project, a client comes to you and says that I want to build something where which is like hanging to a tree. So what he explained, I want something which is hanging to a tree. So what was understood was that we want something like a swing, which is having slab on it. So they added three slabs. So what a project leader understood was that no, we wanted a swing. Now it went to the design team. So what they thought was that we need to cut the tree and we need to build it that ways. So this is just a picture to show you that what was told, how he explained was something this. And when you are moving things from one level to another, there is always change in the information that is being provided. It happens everywhere. Even if you are saying something to somebody, and X is saying to Y and Y is saying to Z, so Z doesn't receive the same information as X has provided. So what happens is, it leads to this kind of mess which happens. So at the end, we realized that what client wanted was a tire which was supposed to hang from the tree. But what happened is that, because he told that he wanted some hanging, so this is what that was built in between. Some people, there was great people in between who actually made a sofa out of it. So we have different kind of people with different mindset, different thought process at every level. So who actually lead to a mess in the business, and we can land up with something which is not even required. So this is the requirement, that we need a business analyst. What does business analyst do in a project? So here the issue is that does he just take the requirements, and is he only doing documentation of the requirements? No. So that is not the thing. So this is a very big thing. This is actually a $1 million question, I would say, because people have that notion that a business analyst is just writing down, documenting things, and he's just taking the requirements. Okay, this is the requirements, he's writing, he's going to the teams, he's providing them, that's it. It's more than what is thought of. So he helps to facilitate the solution to the current or the future problem for the stakeholders. Okay, so there is a problem. You are saying that we are you have something at your home, you say that I want to change a fridge. Now your problem is that you want to change a fridge. Now when you go to any showroom which is having fridges there, so what happens is you provide your requirements. You so the person who is going to help you, the he will show you based on what are your problems, what is the current scenario, what you exactly have now. He will not show you the same thing, because that will be of no use to you. You will want more than that. So he will give you some solutions that you can go for this, you can go for that. So that person is trying to help you solve your problem, which is like you are not able to, you are stuck on your side that what should I do. So the person who comes in the picture to help you in this is the business analyst, who can understand what is the business, what is the demand, and what can be the solution. So secondly, he acts as an information conduct, translating the stakeholders' language in needs into languages for the IT. He's like he acts like a translator, so that what a leadership or stakeholder says that we want this, and the development team, IT team, they can understand their requirements, because what he does is he does document them in that way, so that they are easy and understandable by the IT teams. And what IT team has issues or the development teams have the issues, they are understandable by the stakeholders, because he knows how what is the language will be which will go easily understandable for the stakeholders, and what is the way that I can convince IT that this is the thing which has come to me from the stakeholders. So he is the one who can actually um, he is a bridge between these two teams, so that there is no mess happening between these teams and people are not able to understand each other. Then he makes digital transformation easier. Digital transformation is like if you are doing something manual and then it becomes automated. So that is the transformation from something to automation. For example, you used to go to banks, stand in the queues for the cash. So now what has happened is, then we had a progress in the system and we had ATMs, so you can get the cash from the ATMs. So but now the better thing, now more digitally transformation which has happened is that you have various ways by which you can digitally transfer the money from your mobile, be it Google Pay, Phone Pay, or any another kind of software that you can use. So that is a transformation. So these transformations are done easier, and he is the one who facilitates these kind of transformations easier, because he understands what are the requirements, and he should understand. He understands, and before he understands, I would say he is the one who he should understand. Then he makes the complex processes, he translates them to a easier way. If somebody says that I'm not able to understand, this is the complexity of my issue, so he understands, he does it, he uh, divides it into smaller modules, smaller chunks, and says that these are the issues, and I think this is the best solution. So how is this done? Everything we will be doing it in the coming vlogs. But this is a broader picture I'm giving you, that this is the kind of work that is responsibility of a BA. Then he does drive change management, so whatever is happening is a change, so he's the one who is driving it, that yes, we should go and we should make this change. So he's doing a big thing. Just to summarize, what is happening is, we have stakeholders, product managers, marketing managers, project managers, business analysts, solution architect, and the development teams. Stakeholder is the one who comes up with some new requirement, he is the business. Project manager and the product manager. Project manager is like, product manager, if I say, he is a bigger scope in context to the project manager. product manager, he's responsible for overall visioning, or I would say strategy making for any project. If we have 2G, 3G, 4G, so having the thought that we should have all these, um, that is a bigger broader picture. So the product manager who is actually looking into transformation from 2G to 3G and from 3G to 4G is the product manager. So, and the project manager is the person who is planning execution of a specific project. Means if you are in the phase of implementing 5G, so the project manager is dealing with this thing and he will make sure that it is implemented in a well way. He's just looking into 5G, but product manager is supposed to look into how are we transforming from 2G to 3 to 4 to 5 and so on. So what happens is, this is the person who is a bridge. Business analyst is a bridge. He understands what stakeholders want. He is responsible to answer to the project manager or to product manager or to the stakeholders, and he is responsible to answer to the solution architect. Solution architect is the person who can give you the technical solutioning if something is getting stuck within the development team. So he provides this team with the solutioning that this is the best way you can handle this, and they reach out to this person for the help. But if something they think is not doable, so what happens is, this person, they he tries to find out business analyst and asks him that, see, this is not possible, talk to the business. And who is the business? Is the stakeholders. So he tries to understand what is this problem. He tries to figure out a solution for them, and if that is not possible, he'll try to reach out to this person and try to find an intermediate way so that both the parties are okay with the solution. So that is what is the responsibility. So what happens is, you need to understand the business. That is the foremost responsibility. You should gather the requirements. You should analyze what are the requirements. Analyze doesn't only means you have to understand what they are asking for. You should try to see that, can I give them a better way? Can requirements be enhanced? Not only just listening and writing and forwarding. You should try to put in your own brains, and how you can put in the brain is only if you are able to understand the business. That is why this is the foremost responsibility of a BA. Then project and product management. How is this done? We will deal with this in details in the coming sessions. Validation and testing. When a project is ready, he tests it before that is being delivered. Along with the test team, he does that all this testing, and he ensures that within the testing team everything is done before it is provided to the end users or to the business team for further testing. Then delivering the solution and post implementation support, as in when something is already delivered, that is live. So once it is live, after that, if issues are coming or any new requirements are coming, he is responsible to take forward all those issues and get those resolved or get those done from the respective teams. So what you need is, you should be very active listener, you should be patient listener to what is said. You should try to put in your brains, and you should negotiate that, no, we can do it better this ways, or we can do it better that ways. Then you should be good in your documentation skills, as in whatever you are documenting should be easy to understand by the business team, or it should be easy to understand by the development teams. People management, as in there can be a lot of conflicts which can happen internally between the teams, but because it's the whole set of responsibility of the business analyst to make sure that everything should be happening correct and project is delivered, that is why he should see that people are okay, they are working fine, the management is done in a good way. analytical skills, it would be very great if he is good in reporting and other kind of skills, so that he can prepare the statistics and can show to different teams that, see, this is the kind of progress we are doing, this is the percentage that was previously done, and this is the percentage that we are doing now. Presentation skills, they should be excellent, so that when he's presenting something to any of the team, they can easily understand that what he's trying to convey. Conflict management, as in it's same as people management, that if he's able to manage the people, then for sure the conflicts are not going to happen. So this is what is the skill set that is required by a business analyst. So business analyst nowadays is primarily supposed to have knowledge of the scrum. So how is, what is scrum, what are sprints, and this entire process we are going to understand in details with the practical examples, which can make it very easy for you to understand and answer in the interviews that I will be having the sessions in the coming vlogs. And based on, if you have any kind of issues, or you want more clarity, I would be conducting the live sessions, but all that is based on, if I receive any kind of comments from your side that you need live sessions, I will be more than happy to share my knowledge with you, so that I can share the industry experience with you, which can actually be of more help, rather than being just a bookish knowledge which you can find everywhere. So